let's go to Monday Night Football. All right, so to me, in terms of storylines, New England's won 9 straight. This kind of worked for them last week, even though with the non-cover. But teams on an 8+ game straight up win streak, about 39% against the spread since 2010, and 11-22 since 2020. So New England in a bit of a tough spot here, -7.5. I kind of like the Giants. I mean, what is your play here on the game itself?
Yeah, I think it does feel a touch long, especially above the 7 if you still get it there. Neither defense has been that great this season, both bottom 10 DVOA. The Patriots offense has been better by the numbers, but actually like last 6 games, especially with Dart on the field, the Giants offense has really looked pretty good by the numbers, and Dart has been quite successful. I think that the Giants run defense, which is historically bad right now, that's not something the Patriots can hurt them with. So I think that there's some matchup stuff that could keep this game close. And don't forget, like, this is a rivalry. This is the Super Bowl rematch that the Giants stole both times. They've won 4 of 6 since the Super Bowl. So the Giants some teams just have a way of hanging in certain matchups. Giants are also a very strong luck side also. Again, similar to tonight with the Commanders play. I think this is like a top 20 all-time luck side. So I would lean Giants, especially get the 7.5. You're on Giants as well?
Yeah, like the Giants, like the 7.5. I mean, to me, again, I just feel like the Giants have done well to start fast in games. 9-3 first quarter ATS, and I believe 2 of those losses are from Russell Wilson. So with Jameis and Dart, they're just a faster team, a better team. As an underdog of 3 points or more, Dart is 4-1 against the spread, both full game and the first half. So to me, I just like the fast pace starting Giants in this one. So I would go New York. I like a few props, but tell me what else you like here.
Yeah, I'm going to play Abdul Carter. I'm going to play the rookie here, and I kind of teased this earlier. Give me over 0.25 sacks. It's plus 195 at DraftKings. We're not asking for much, but my man only has a half a sack in his career. So we're going to have to get it on a Monday night. Patriots are missing Will Campbell and Jared Wilson, both the rookies on the left side of the line. Kayvon Thibodeau is out for the Giants. So we're going to get a lot of Abdul Carter rushing the passer. He's been good. He's just not finishing the job. On the season, Brian Burns, the other pass rusher in the Giants, 39 pressures. Carter is 38, so 1 less. That's top 25 in the NFL. Burns has 13 sacks. Carter is a half of a sack. What is happening? Finish the job, Abdul Carter. So honestly, everyone above Carter on the pressure list has at least 4 sacks. He's at a half on the season. I think some regression is coming. 2 sacks, probably not going to happen, but let's find out. It's plus 1540. And then here's the real escalator. I don't think it's too late for this. Abdul Carter's numbers underneath are pretty good. 20-1 for Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think still isn't in play. We don't really have great contenders for Rookie of the Year on the defensive side either. Carson Schwessinger, he's the favorite. I'm taking that into account. I have the ticket, 35-1 from the preseason. We have Emanwari, 60-1. He's like the 4th favorite. This race is so open. Jihad Campbell was like a top 2 favorite. He didn't play a snap for the Eagles on Black Friday. Like, he did not see the field, and that's who we're putting as Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate. So Carter plays this game where he has a chance, then Washington, then Minnesota, who doesn't have a quarterback, and the Raiders, who don't have an offensive line. Like, there's a real chance he could quickly rack up 5-6 sacks down the stretch here and still steal this thing. So I'm going to play Abdul Carter and hope we get the December breakout, over a quarter of a sack, 2 sacks, and the Defensive Rookie of the Year, and see if we can get Carter to make a few plays here.
Yeah, a prediction would be this. Sean Kerner also loves himself some Abdul Carter, especially using the stats you've used about pressures. And, he's if you had like a luck sack rankings, he would be up there. So I think he would be looking at Carter as well. So I'd be, wouldn't be surprised if he touched him tomorrow. So I think that price is going to move. I'm going to bet it tonight as well. I like that at 0.025. The other props I was looking into, Younghoe Koo. I like him over 5.5 kick points. I'm always really intrigued by teams with low team totals who, no one thinks they're going to be in the game, and their kicker points is under 6. Basically tells me if I get 2 field goals, if I think a team can score a few touchdowns. I just think there's a lot of opportunity to get over that number. I think our Action Pro projections even have him at like 6.3. So I like that. And then I'll toss one parlay out there. I think the big question in this game is just Jackson Dart and rushing. Off the concussion, off the worry, like they're going to tell him not to run. His instinct with a pass rush coming from Vrabel is going to be to run. So the question is what does he do? I would bank on some running, and I'll bank on that just happening based off instinct. So I had looked at him to score a touchdown and him 25 plus and him to throw a touchdown. So one run, one pass, 25 rush. It's plus 650, plus 640, something of that nature. And I'm not even asking the Giants, they could lose it from there, but I think you're going to see a bunch of Dart in this game. And listen, if you wanted to add the Giants money line, it's 15-1, but I'm not going to tell you to do it. It's just up to you. That's your call. Yeah. And I had a question for you. So I think this is a really, really intriguing game when it comes to Triple Crown because, I think Drake, and for anyone who doesn't know, Triple Crown is just basically lead the game in passing, receiving, and rushing. You can pick all three players, 40-1, 50-1, 80-1. The combination just depends on who you pick. So I think Drake May is obviously a bigger favorite than Jackson Dart from the passing standpoint. But if you think the Giants can stay in the game, like maybe Dart's a little sneaky. And then from rushing and receiving, it is a completely open field in this game. And I think the opportunity might lie in Dart leading and rushing. So that was the angle that I was looking at, just because Travion, Ramondre, Singletary, Tracy, like there's a lot of taking people's jobs in this game. So that's something I looked at. Like Dart to lead in rushing and Wandell receiving, forgetting the passing, is 35-1. And then the other one I looked at, like Dart to lead in rushing and Pop Douglas to lead in receiving, like maybe a long reception or so, is 230-1 at DraftKings. So, like, I just think messing around with that could be a little bit fun in this game, considering that there is no real favorite in both categories.
Yeah, the Patriots are third in explosive play rate on the season, and it's almost entirely passing. Giants are bottom 5 in giving those up, and the Patriots killed single high this year, and the Patriots play a lot of, or the Giants play a lot of single high. So, yeah, I think I don't mind that. It's going to be tough, I think, to thread the needle on Dart leading as passing, but the Patriots getting that long reception, but just one, like you can only allow one of those. Otherwise, Drake is going to hit it. But yeah, I think finding the random dart throw receiver, trying to not use the word dart here too many times is getting confusing. But yeah, the random receiver. And then I think you're probably going to need to hope the Patriots with Ramondre back split the carries and just hope Travion doesn't break one at some point, because he's done that and can always do the any play. And yeah, I think if you can limit the big play, probably you're at a giant script now at that point. But yeah, limit the big plays down the field for the Patriots, limit the runs for the Patriots. You're probably on a giant script, but that's kind of the way we're leaning. So I think it's interesting to play a couple of those.
Yeah, and I think an option of like May passing, Pop Douglas receiving, and Dart rushing is also relatively correlated in some fashion. So I just think there's an opportunity there. All right. If you want to tail some of these Monday Night Football bets, make sure to look for the QuickSlip link in the podcast and video description, or go to actionnetwork.com/bet now. You can also find those QuickSlip in the live YouTube chat if you're still hanging out with us.